Hello everyone, we are here with yet another video. So now, as you already understand, at Springlish, we are here on a mission. The mission of creating effective public speakers, rational thinkers, confident individuals, overall holistic personalities. So here we are today with yet another video. In this video, we will be focusing on 3 crucial topics of body language. By the end of this video, you'll get a clarity into what is body language, why is it important or critical for your child to develop and imbibe the correct body language practices at an early age. And the third one, a few tips for you parents to help your children have the body language that is expected of a public speaker. Taking up the first question first. My dear friends, what is body language? What do we understand by it? Before delving deep into the topic, let me give you a simple example. I have a friend named John come over to my place. Now obviously, being the host, I have to go and greet my guest. So here I'll give you 2 scenarios. One way, the first scenario, where I go and say, "Hello John, it's nice to see you. How are you?" Number 2, "Hello John, so nice to see you. Come on in." Which one do you sounded warm and felt better? Obviously, the second one. So this is what body language is. Now research says that when we talk about communication, it is 35% verbal, that is written or spoken, means using words. It is 35% verbal and the remaining 65% non-verbal. Now when I say non-verbal, it includes everything other than words. How I use my face, how I use my hands, how my body is in sync with what I am saying. So all of it. I'm happy and my face, my hands, my body, all the entire body shows it. It's not just the words that count. Rather, the words are just a small little teeny meeny part of communication. Majorly, it's the non-verbal communication, also termed as body language, that plays a real role in how our message is interpreted. Now giving you an example again. From the famous poem of Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken, there's a line that says, "That's what made all the difference." So this very line I'll take up right now and speak it in different tones with different expressions. And you'll understand what exactly I'm saying. And that's what made all the difference. Number 2. And that's what made all the difference. So did you find a difference between the 2? The first one gave the message that the difference was lower than my expectation. The second one was happier, full of pride that I have achieved better than what I expected. So this is how body language just twists and turns the meaning of the message being conveyed. So the next time you do not want yourself to be misinterpreted or misunderstood, make sure that along with the words, your body language is in sync and at the right place. So in short, it includes everything other than the verbal cues. Expressive facial expressions, appropriate hand gestures, confident eye contact, and correct rise and fall of tone while speaking. Now coming to the second question. Why should children have their body language practices developed at an early age. Children, the younger they are, the more impressionable and moldable they are. It's easier to train them for situation-specific non-verbals. It's easier for them to imbibe and understand what's being taught to them. And as all of us know, children are curious by nature. They tend to ape their parents more. They tend to observe their environment and acquire from it more. So one thing taught to them in an interesting way, they'll be practicing it on and on for the days to come. And what does that do? That constant practice that they get into, which comes from their curiosity, becomes a part of their constitution, turning them into much matured and confident communicators when they grow up. Do you want to have that polished non-verbal communication skills as the good communicators and public speakers possess? So here are a few tips for you. First, we'll have the do nots followed by the do's. Listen to me carefully. So starting with the posture. Slouching, a big no-no. Sit upright, exuberating confidence. Number 2, always and always face the listener or the speaker. If you tend to avoid that, stop it right away. Number 3, folded arms. No, not at all. Open arms show your welcoming attitude. The second important element of non-verbal communication or the body language, eye contact. If you tend to avoid having that important eye contact, start it right away. The tendency to avoid eye contact shows that you're nervous and lack the required confidence. So make sure you look right into the eyes of the listener or the speaker. That shows that you're confident enough to be there sitting with them. Third important element of body language, hand gestures. Now first I'll be laying down the do nots. Speaking without using your hands at all. Number 2, speaking with excessive usage of hand gestures. Number 3, a weak and underconfident handshake. So now what to do in its place? Make sure that your hand gestures seem relaxed, comfortable, and complement the words that you are ushering out. Now coming to the handshake should always be confident and tight, the hand being firm. That shows that you believe in yourself. You trust in your abilities. The fourth important element of body language, mannerism or etiquettes. So for the things I'm going to speak now, a big no. Avoid doing any of this. Number 1, chewing your nails. Number 2, biting your lips. Number 3, that restless fidgeting with something or the other. And number 4, using nervous fillers like don't do that. The fifth important element of non-verbal communication or body language, expressions. First scenario, not giving any expressions at all, so total plain talk. In place, let your face show what is there within. Let your emotions be out. Our face is the mirror of one's personality. So you should know when to show your happiness, when to show your anger, and using the correct expression at the correct time at the right place. Second thing to avoid, scattered or excess expressions. We should be in control of our emotions. While sitting in a group or having a discussion with your team, or even sitting in a family, in an informal setting or a formal one, avoid that unnecessary eyebrow movement, that grin, wrong time of smiling, and never to show that frown. So we at Spring Blush ensure that all the aspects of communication and public speaking are taken care of. Our curriculum and program design being totally personalized and the batch size being small, with 1:3 teacher-student ratio, which is adhered to, and mentor-led discussions, activities. In that controlled kind of a setting, ensure that something as small as the intricacies of the hand gestures of the student are taken care of. So when we say we are creating public speakers, we are ensuring the quality that we put across is actually delivered in the live sessions. Make your child enroll today, and by the end of the 6th month, you'll not have the same child move out. Your child will be an altogether different individual. And not just that, our work, our quality will force you to refer Spring Blush to everybody around. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.